All right, let's switch it up. Time for a new segment, Real View, where we break down our favorite fresh movies. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the best animated movies I've seen in a very long time. Go.
Coming from the artists that made Oscar winners K-pop Demon Hunters and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
That glass be crashing, that pass fantastic. You better tie them shoes up.
Boom! Check these out. Violent Green, Fillmore 4s. In the flesh. Normally, these sell for around 6, but I'll give it to you for 5.
Pristine upper mesh, taut laces. Nutty.
Nasty.
I can't believe it took this movie to get us in the theater together.
Absolutely. We be on FaceTime watching movies sometimes.
Our first movie in like 10 years, right?
Man, we have not been to the movies in a long time together.
The movie was amazing. We should get into the characters. So, William Harris. First of all,
that's my cousin.
Okay, he has your last name.
My cousin. That's my cousin.
The fact that he has your last name is crazy. But who was your favorite character?
I would have to go with Jet on there.
Ooh, why Jet?
Cause it was more like a learning experience for her. Like, you know, she went through the trials and the tribulations throughout the movie to get to the end goal, you know, through the obstacles and everything and learning herself and the changing and the process and all that. I like that. That's why it's my favorite character.
I love that part too.
Yeah, who's your favorite character?
Actually, it was Will. The reason why
Lil Will, Ill Will. That's what I was calling him in the movie.
The crazy thing is, I haven't cried in a while at a movie, and it actually made me tear up twice. A few times, because as a young girl, looking up to the women in the WNBA, that was me. You know how the movie started? He's like doing his push-ups. He's bringing his basketball everywhere. He's taking it to the diner. He's taking it to, you know, the courts, and that resonated with me because I wouldn't leave my ball. My parents were like, "Hey, we're about to go to your grandma's house." I'm like, "Hold on, let me go get my shoes. Let me go get my basketball. You know, let me go grab all my stuff." So that right there, it made me go back to where I started before I'm here in the WNBA right now.
No, that's facts. That's
so that right there hit home for me. And another thing that hit home is when he went to the dome, like
the cage.
The cage.
Yeah.
And he played, and they didn't want him to play.
Yeah.
Because as a girl, you know, growing up, and I love the movie because it wasn't just men characters; it was women characters in there too.
Yeah,
like
facts,
Jet was a woman. Like when she first spoke,
remember
I was like,
we was like, man, that's a woman.
it was so crazy. So when Main Attraction was like, yo, who got next? Who got next? Everybody's scared. And Will said, I got next. That hit my heart something crazy because growing up playing against the guys, my dad had a segment, or my dad had a situation where he made me say it. All the time he would say it. And when it was my turn to say, I got next to a group of guys, it was so I was so nervous. The courage that it takes to say I got next and stick to it and actually go up and play was a lot for me as a young girl playing guys. Yeah. And when he said that and he kept saying it until he got on the court, I was like, yeah, Will.
That's when you got choked up, like stand 10 toes, stand 10 toes. He did though, honestly, he really did.
He did.
I was gonna say that was my second favorite character in the movie too, like mainly because he just never gave up on his dream. And you know how many people give up on something? And they right there.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. But yeah, that movie was really good.
And everybody telling him, everybody not believing in him, but his mother. It only takes one person.
Yeah, that's facts.
It only takes one person to believe in you and really give everything as far as support for you to go, you know what, who cares what these other people think? And the fact that it was his mother. And when he wrote Dream Big on his shoe, I took a Sharpie. And I used to write, not Dream Big, but I used to write something on my shoe. It would say, play for God on my shoe.
Nice.
And it helped me get through a lot of situations because there are going to be situations when you hoop, right? Just like their team went through a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Was there any favorite moments that you had in the movie?
Probably when Jet started actually, you know, pouring into the team and you seen the shift in them to get better. Because again, like you said, it only takes one person, and sometimes it's the best person on the team. It might be the worst person on the team. It might be the best person in your life or the worst person in your life to make you see something. And I was like, man, that's so crazy. I think every character in the movie, somebody can resonate with.
Yeah, that's true. When she really started giving life to her team, they came together like pieces of a puzzle.
That's important.
Yeah.
You know, that's important.
Yeah, I agree. One of my favorite moments was, because I know Jet's your favorite, Will's my favorite.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments is when Will took her back to the diner.
Ooh,
because I think she started losing this, almost like a faith in herself, or putting too much pressure because she was getting older.
Yeah.
Like, people are going to forget about me. And people, they don't forget about you, right? You have all these, she had all these, believers in her, but it's almost like she forgot where she came from, almost like, you know, like they've been in that city for I don't know how many years. So when he brought her back to the diner, and I think Will is so amazing because, do you remember when it all happened? She was acting like a jerk.
Yeah,
she was about to leave.
She was not being nice to him at all.
He's like, wait up, like, and then the paparazzi came.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I know a place to go. He took her to the subway.
Yeah.
And then they went back to the diner where he's from. And when she took off her hood, everybody's like, oh, it's her, and her face just lit up, and she was able to talk to them about stories, saw the old shoes. And for me, Will being so vulnerable and not letting her mean words get to him in a way that he could be like, hey, you're still amazing.
He was also a believer, though.
He was a believer.
He was a believer.
And a believer that took her to the diner, and that changed in that moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like almost like he took the wool off her eyes. Isn't that what they say?
Yep.
And she just opened her eyes up to see everything and what she created, and helped people and helped other people believe. It was it was a really dope, honestly.
Yeah, through kindness too. Because he could have went another way and say like, all right, Jet, you're my favorite player, but like whatever, you're mean, you know.
Yeah,
and
forget you, man.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorite moments. So you remember how their team just was sold, right? Yeah. And Jet did not want to tell the team, but you could see it in her eyes. She's like, I'm not going out like this, right?
Yeah. She was about to take it all for herself.
Yeah, and that transition was so crazy because when the ice broke, technically
broke the team.
Okay.
Broke the whole team down.
Okay. Because at one point they were like this, and it's so funny that they were playing that arena because all of a sudden their team was unfolding just as the ice was. Because communication? What do you think? Communication is the key, and also
I would say communication, chemistry, you know, trusting your teammates and stuff like that. And at that point, they just didn't trust her no more.
Yeah, because she started stealing the ball. She started stealing the ball from them. And it's also a point to, no matter what's going on, you have to be able to trust the ones around you to get to the next level.
Win or lose, really, honestly. You can't have a team if you just playing one-man band, basically.
And she later on, we're not going to talk too much about the movie. We want you to go see it, but later on, Jet surprised us in the most promising way. We talked about believing in yourself and how it just takes that one person, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes when you get to that moment of truth, it's like you have to be the one believing in yourself, right?
On top of that, everything you've been working towards.
Yes.
You go out there and just do.
Right. So, do you remember the buzzer beater?
Yeah.
The buzzer beater, do you remember him almost not even getting the ball?
Yeah.
And then he got it and he looked back, and that was that moment of, do I believe in myself enough to take this shot, or am I not?
My time is now.
My time is now. And he shot it with a whole bunch of arc on it. First of all, his form is crazy.
That's what the movie's looking like.
And for him to be the first small to make it on a buzzer beater, his first time playing, can you imagine that feeling?
Man, he was doing it for his mom. He was doing it for his city. He was doing it for himself.
Yes.
He was doing it for everybody around him, honestly.
Yep.
So.
But he took the pressure off of himself. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it was bigger than him. It was bigger than him. He changed the whole city and how they looked at smalls.
Yeah, he did.
Super crazy. It's a wonderful moment because at one point, I think we all go through those moments where you have to stop and check yourself and make sure that you, the one looking in the mirror, have enough confidence because you're the one out there playing. Or whatever
Absolutely.
you're doing, especially you in the military, whatever you're doing, you have to be the one looking in the mirror and saying, you know what, I got this.
Absolutely.
And that was his moment, right?
Yeah.
So overall, I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10. One of the best animated movies I've ever seen. What about you?
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 too. I highly recommend everybody take your mamas, the kids, your cousins, your aunties, your baby mama, your baby dad. Everybody, bring the whole family together. I highly recommend. Everybody can resonate with the movie, I swear.
I totally agree. We had a little kid in the movie theater like dancing to the diss track. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mariah, look at him.
I look over, he like, I'm Millie Rock on that bitch. He's in one of those. I'm like, man.
Having a great time.
Yeah.
So we had a great time watching it at the movies. My friend Loki already pre-ordered it twice.
Twice. Apple TV, Prime, I already pre-ordered it. You can get it.
So we got good news for you. You can either get it now on digital or you can go to the theaters and watch it then.